Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This time I have a new device that I just recently bought from the IKEA, and it is a LED light from the name is JANSJO, and well, I use it as a bedside lamp, but I found this device way too bright, so I'm gonna hook this up on my bed rest, and then this is the LED light. And as you can see, it is really bright. So in this video I'm gonna show you how I try to reduce the light from this device. For that we're gonna make use of this little device, and I bought this one on so I bought this one on eBay, and it was around $1, $2, I do not remember correctly. And the idea is that you use this control knob to adjust the brightness, and you hear the click that's used as a switch button. So it has these kind of outputs, input outputs, and it is designed for 12 to 24 volts. So that's interesting because this little light actually works on 7 volts DC. So as you can see, this is the power supply from the LED from IKEA, and as you can see, it's 7 volts by 3 watts. But I think that this dimmer also works on this light. So we're gonna check out if it's so we're gonna check out if it will work with the light. So I'm putting back the power supply of the LED light. As you can see, now it still works, and I already opened the screws, so I can also show you the inside, and actually it's quite easy. So this is the circuit, and there you see the potentiometer, and when I turn this knob, the potentiometer will change its value, and it's making use, over there's a famous IC. It is the NE555, and it's a really cheap IC, but it's working for a lot of different applications very well. And if I remember correctly, these devices work around 5 volts. Still work around 5 volts. So I'm gonna put up. I'm gonna hook up. So I'm gonna hook up the LED light. As you can see on the PCB, there is a E-min, E+, meaning this is the input, and there is a out-min, out plus, meaning this is the output. So I'm gonna remove these cables and put it back on the LED light. So I'm gonna leave this original, or well, I can remove it actually. That way the control knob will be here. Otherwise we put it over there or over here, but this is not enough wiring. So we can put it like this, but then you have 2 buttons and also this one to control the light. So I think the easiest one is to open up this switch. Let's get a screwdriver and see if I'm gonna pry it open. So there's actually no screws on this switch, so probably it's put together with a click. There it's going, and now I'm gonna go and try the other side. There's a big chance when I'm doing this I will damage the cable, but I don't mind. I can cut some things from the cable. So this is the switch actually, and this is 7 volts, so it's safe to touch. No worries there. It's still enabled. I didn't remove the power supply. So this is the switch. I'm gonna cut it over here and over here, and then attach it to the dimmer. So now I'm gonna remove the power supply, As you can see, it's now off, and it's not really for safety, but there's a possibility when I'm gonna cut it with the cutter that I will make a short circuit between those wires. So I'm gonna cut it over here and cut this one over here. So now I have to remember that I keep the polarity right. So on the cable, maybe it's not easy to see, but I will zoom in a little bit. You can see there is a marking, and the one that's marked is attached to the switch. So I'm gonna remember that, because we have to keep the plus and minus on the same side. So I'm gonna use my nails to open those cables. So my stripper isn't nearby here, so I'm gonna use the cutter to remove the copper wires. So I'm just gonna use the cutter and slightly press it, and then well, a little bit more pressure. So now it's open, and I will apply some solder to it, and that is because if I apply solder to it, those wires, those copper wires, will stick together when I'm working with it. So a little bit, well, I think it's lead in English, a little bit lead on the wires, also on the other side. So I love this smoke always. So that's a little bit soldering. Then I'm gonna do the other side from the LED lamp, exactly the same. So and twist the copper wires a little bit so they will stick together, and then again apply some soldering to the wires. There it goes. Also the other one. So that's done. And now we're gonna check for what is the plus and minus. So I have a feeling that the one with the sign will be the plus, but we need a multimeter for that. Let's zoom out a little bit. I'm gonna grab my multimeter, and I set the multimeter to measuring voltage. So this is voltage, and maybe I have to twist it so you can see it. And now I'm gonna put back the power supply in the wall, and now I'm gonna check what it's saying, how many volts I'm measuring. So what it's saying now, the multimeter, is that the polarity is reversed to my connection. So if I twist the cable, now it's correct. You can see that because there's no minus over there. So if I rotate this, you see a minus coming in front of the meter. Here you have it, a minus. So rotate it back, and so you can see it's 6.9 volts, meaning that this wire is the plus one and this is the minus. So I'm gonna remove the power supply again. So indeed the one with the marking is indeed the plus sign. So now I'm gonna go back to the dimmer, and I will remove the wires by doing it like this, heating it a little bit. As you can see, it's gonna break loose already. So that was one part, and now also for the output, let's remove those wires. And put back the power supply first. So I'm gonna put the power supply in my left hand to the input, and the one with the sign is the plus. So I'm gonna attach the wires to the plus again. Let's see, that should be over. It is a little bit difficult with one hand. So maybe I can put it like this, but then you can show it really well. So maybe this is a better view for you. So I'm going to heat up the PCB pad. So that's one. And then now I'm gonna do the other side. Heat it up again. Wait some seconds. So this one is attached correctly. And now I'm gonna attach the other side. So these wires, let me check. This is the one with the markings. I'm not sure if you can see it. So the one with the markings have to go over here. So getting you back in the image. And also the minus. So something like this. And now I'm wondering if it will work. Let's check it out. Wow! I'll have to zoom out a little bit. And now you can see out and a little bit brighter. So start from here, so all the way to the top. And now it's nice and dimming very properly. So it's like this. Maybe I should keep the switch so I could put this on a fixed level and then adjust it later on, because now I have to turn it off like this. And well, actually it just works fine. So now I'm gonna put back the wires, but it's important that you put some kind of like a tie wrap or something, that if you pull this cable you won't pull it from the PCB. So I'm gonna put up a tie wrap over there. And it's just a small one, that's fine. Put this one over here. Put a little bit of the wire inside, so to make sure that the PCB don't that the wires are not pulled from the PCB. Cut away this part. So when I'm putting back the top part, you can see that the wire is locked by the tie wrap. I'm gonna do the same for the other side. And first put a little bit the wire inside. Also on this one, this same side. So that's fine. And now let's try to put back the cover. So like this, and where did I left the screws? So yes, here I have them. Put it back. other side. So it's closed. Have a look at that. So now I have an awesome dimmable LED light. Off, on, and make it brighter, just as you want. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna read books again in the night. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you like these, well, actually very simple videos, but maybe for someone it could be helpful. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up on the video, and that's keep me going to make more of these kind of projects. Well, see you next time. Bye bye.